Hello and welcome to the Lyon Show. It's your boy Roberto bringing you another classic. All right, so tonight it is New Year's. So I just want to give a shout out to all my listeners, all my OG followers. I love you. You are the best, and I consistently am putting out content for you and yours, and I hope you nothing but happiness and success. Okay? Tonight's episode, mostly just going to be a rant. I can't tell you enough about how much crazy important stuff that I've been building. But I mean, it's New Year's, right? So cheers to you. Cheers to me. Cheers to surviving 2021 and getting ready to crush 2022. I'm so fucking pumped. I hope you're pumped. I'm like excited for Monday just so I can go nuts. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of stuff lately. My Christmas was canceled because everybody got COVID. So instead of Holly Jolly Merry Ballsmas or whatever, I've just been working on my business plans. And I've been thinking about how I can better serve you and how I can better serve the world and how I can have an impact in this little tiny place we call Earth. So I've been doing a bunch of crazy stuff. I've been making these ginormous, business sheets, right? So I got, if you see the video, I got these giant things. And they're just all about putting my ideas to paper. I need really big pieces of paper, apparently, in order to put my ideas down. But that's the gist of it. And I just have a lot of quotes tonight and ideas that I really want to share with you. Okay, so I've been struggling with the truth about focus, okay? So that's what I'm going to talk about for a little bit. Because all the great gurus, all the great millionaires out there are like, just focus on one thing. Crush that one thing into $1 million, and then you can build more stuff. And I agree. And I think that's accurate. But I don't want to do that. The problem with all these gurus and people is the feeling of building multiple things just feels so good. You know, they say focus and just create one thing. And of course, that's going to lead to success, because if you condense all your, energy, all your processes, you're going to get more results in one area. And I absolutely love that. And I wish as a deep down core person that I could do that. I wish I could just consistently push all my focus and all my energy into one thing, just my health, just my wealth, just this one business, and it would produce the results. And that's what I think all of you should do, please. But the truth of the matter is, life is hard, and I don't just want to create one thing. I'm one of those visionaries, right? I'm one of those people who I have huge aspirations, but I have multiple channels and multiple platforms that I want to take over, okay? So for me, I've had to condense my dreams and my fortunes into five. I've got 5 businesses. I know it sucks, but I've decided to name them all kind of funny. So I got lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. And the oh my is actually going to be another business as well. The Lyon Show you are listening to. All right. Tigers, I'm going to create a sales business this year. It's going to be the most beautiful thing anyone has ever seen. So I'm going to just train people to be world-class professional salesmen. And I'm going to help people sell products and help people sell merchandise. And I think that's going to be the road or the train or the vehicle that's going to take me to $1 billion. All right. And then we got Bears Real Estate. Bears Real Estate is so established right now that I literally have to put all of my focus into it, because if Bears Real Estate can succeed, I will take the money from that to build a stronger and better Lyon Show and a stronger and better Tiger sales company. So at the beginning of this year, my gong, okay, It's called a qigong. It's a Chinese proverb, or it's like a monk thing. I don't remember where I learned it from. But it's about focusing for 100 days or 90 days on one thing, okay? And focusing on one true north, one North Star, one thing that will truly improve your life for 90 days, 100 days, will absolutely change your life. So my gong going into 2022 is to focus on cold calling and wholesaling real estate. So wholesaling real estate, we've proved it this year. I can make $1 million potentially. So if I can just get 2 wholesaling deals per week and 1 creative financing, yes, we'll be going into creative financing because that is how the average American average American can literally get a house for 10 to 15 grand right now. And I will teach you that coming forward, as well as wholesaling, which is cash flow, essentially. We're basically serving the real estate community by being a virtual wholesaling real estate business. But anyways, my qigong is my main focus is the Bears real estate. And it took me making these huge freaking pieces of paper where I would literally write down every idea that had to do with anything that had to do with my business to realize that that is going to be my main focus going into 2022. Now, the reason that I love it and I'm so excited is because I have other people depending on me to be successful. I'm going to publicly be a monster and show you exactly what I'm doing, except for the parts where I could get sued because of my last employers. But other than that, I will publicly show you how to cold call, how to text blast, how to drive for dollars, how to market your real estate deals that you have under contract, and then also hopefully how to teach and grow a sales team. So that's going to be super powerful, and I'm super excited. Anyways, I want you to think about what your qigong is. Your gong, all right, is going to be the beat that you beat every day for the next 90 days, for the next 100 days, okay? Or the next 6 months, even if you're badass. But it's what is going to be your ultimate focus. This goes back to the last episode that I talked about skill stacking, okay? So each skill that you can learn is going to improve your life, is going to build who you are as a human being into who you could potentially be, your highest self, your highest form of being. So your qigong, your gong for the year to start off is your, basically discipline. And the truth of the matter is, the only freedom you can ever have in life comes from having discipline and doing something. Now, it takes a lot of time and a lot of focus for you to truly figure out what is the one thing that I could do every single day that would incredibly impact my life. And the word there is impact. Move the needle, move the value chain, move your life in a positive direction. And the truth of the matter is, today, the day before New Year's, we need to take a balance, right? We need to set the bar where we are. This is our new standard. And we're going to write down everything that we have right now. We're going to write down our wealth. We're going to write down our happiness levels. We're going to write down our relationship levels. We're going to write down our business, whatever else you can think of, our social media account followers, whatever it is that actually means something to you. And this is the new standard, okay? And then we're going to pick a gong. We're going to pick a focus point of what we're going to do for the next 100 days. And those things are going to grow exponentially, or we're going to find a new gong. Let's imagine, what if it was your health, okay? Because my main mantra for going into 2022 is I am the healthiest I have ever been. I am the wealthiest I have ever been. And my soul is in alignment with my higher self, or my soul is happy. If you want to keep it simple. So I am the healthiest I've ever been. I am the wealthiest I've ever been, and my soul is happy. That's my mantra. I'm going to wake up saying that. I'm going to go to sleep saying that. I'm going to brush my teeth saying that. I'm going to eat chicken with potatoes saying that. And that's what I'm going to do. And in order for me to become the wealthiest I've ever been this year, I'm going to focus my gong on cold calling and $0 marketing. So, and basically wholesaling and creative financing. That's my real estate thing. And you out there listening, though, you need to create your own gong, your own things that are going to potentially, if you have the discipline to focus for the next 90 days on these things. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a specific amount of time. It doesn't have to be a specific action. It just has to be that you are going to learn everything you possibly can about these concepts, and you're going to add them to your tool belt of skills over the next 90 days. Okay, and we have to appreciate that it's probably going to suck, right? The main thing for going into 2022 is to realize that all the hype, all the media, all the bullshit that people are feeding you is probably a bunch of fucking lies. And that the only true North Star for us is ourselves, our willpower, our focus, and our determination to achieve our own goals, to be successful in our own terms and in our own life. I hope you can hear that. I hope you replay that, because I can't say that again, because that was pretty much fucking fire. But I've figured out my gong for the next 90 days, and I'm going to potentially, hopefully, document every single step. But that's what I want to basically start this whole thing off, is you figuring out what is the most important thing that you can do every day consistently to make 2022 and the rest of your life the absolute best life possible. All right? That's what I want you to know, and that's what I want you to figure out. Okay, so I'm going to go over a couple things that I've learned recently now, because I've just been digging deep, been digging in the crates, been trying to find the absolute best information that I can give back to you and that I can personally use for my life. So as I said before, I'm going to use my real estate and my wholesaling business to become profitable, to take that money to build my next business. Oh, this is so powerful. Please listen. Please listen to me for just a little bit more. Okay. So after all the research and all the businesses that I've ever started, I've finally figured out what the key ingredients are to a truly scalable, truly billion-dollar business that we all should be focusing on. And they come down to 4 things, okay? First one, collaboration/labor. Now, I love everybody. I love y'all. Y'all are cool. But I've secretly been mastering the ability to essentially find people to work for me, okay? And this has all been through the power of collaboration. If you want to come and work with me on my real estate company, we are Bears Real Estate, and I will give you 50% of every deal that you work on, every deal that you get under contract, or every buyer that you find that buys and pays for the deal, okay? And in exchange, what you will get is I am paying for all the marketing, okay? I am paying for every piece of software. I am paying for all of the text blasting. I am paying for every phone number and every dialer. So essentially, I'm paying for the software, the marketing, and all I'm asking you to do is show up and do the work, okay? So this is the first part, though. Collaboration or labor. Now, if I can't find the right talent for my Bears Real Estate, I'm going to have to hire VAs. And I'm going to have to pay them good money. The weird part about business is that when you hire somebody, you're going to have to do their work too until they figure out how to carry their own, okay? So that's collaboration and labor. That's the first level of leverage. Next level is capital. So for Bears Real Estate, we actually have an investor who is going to be paying for most of the software, most of the marketing. And I say most, but he's paying for all of it right now. And once we start to consistently find these creative financing deals, I'm going to be asking for so much capital from people. I'm going to want you to crowdfund, because I can find you a house in any state, anywhere in the country for 10 to 15 grand. I guarantee it. You might have to pay the mortgage, but that's how we're going to do things. So capital. So the first level of leverage is, I don't want to say manipulating people to work for you, but it is, in a way, a bit of manipulation, because you have to convince them. You have to dive into their dreams, and you have to understand who they are as a person, and you have to give them an opportunity that they would never have. So working for Bears Real Estate is a life-changing opportunity. The next level is capital. You find people, and I'm finding success finding capital from, engineers, doctors, people that make a lot of money, but their money is just sitting there not doing anything for them. So you have to be able to give them a offer. Like right now, we're offering 20% of anybody who's willing to invest with us, basically back. And that's guaranteed. That's my business. That's my name. And I will write on the dotted line that if you put, $10,000 into our business, we will pay you back $12,000. Guaranteed. And that's pretty easy money for a lot of people, because they don't have to do any work. They don't have to do any of the cold calling. They don't have to do any of the labor-intensive work of finding these deals, getting them under contract, and giving back. So capital is the next level. And then there's two more, okay? So there's code and content. Code, obviously, create a software. Create a business that you own the leverage, that robots are literally working for you like the goddamn Matrix, and they are doing all their business, and they will work 24/7, 7 hours a week, because they are just a robot that you can tell what to do, and they will do it consistently. It's so beautiful. And the next one is content. This is what's made Joe Rogan and all these other podcasts super famous, super legit, and it's because you can drive traffic. Wow. What a powerful concept. Just from talking, just from shaking your ass for the YouTube algorithm, though, you can drive traffic to websites, offers, products, anything. And those are the 4 main things for scalability. Now, if you can create a business in your mind that captures these 4 things, again, it's code, content, capital, collaboration, you will become some of the richest people in the world. This is what Jeff Bezos, Zuckerberg, Dorsey, lots of people are bringing together, and these are the perfect recipe for a successful, scalable business. So I want you to think about, how can you create a business that has code, content, capital, and collaboration and labor all combined to come together so that you can scale to billions of dollars, millions of dollars. All right. Those are the secret recipes. And that's the first thing I want to share with you of all the things that I've been studying and all the things I've been learning. And it's very powerful, and I love it. And after I drop that value bomb, I'm going to take a sip of my beer. So one second. Happy New Year's. Okay. The next thing I really like this, when I heard this and when I realized it and when it all clicked, it was just such a bomb. Okay. So how easy it would be to be successful if I just do the boring work until it worked and I was successful. Shit. And it sucks how true that is. We all think, oh, well, the next job or the next business that I start is going to be the one that's going to be successful. But the truth is you just have to do the boring work until it works, and then you'll be successful. I was going through my podcasts, and one of these episodes, my homeboy says basically, the way to make $1 million is first find something that works, and then repeat it, and then repeat it again, and then repeat it 10 more times, and you'll be a millionaire. And it's just so true. It's so real. And I feel like all the podcast people, all the, influencers out there, all the millionaires out there know this. You got to eat shit for a while. You got to eat a lot of shit, and you got to get to where you want to go first. And then once you are able to get to that grind mode, that's the first bar you got to set. Is like, first you got to get all the information, right? And a lot of people just get stuck in the analysis paralysis. Then you got to flip that on its head and take massive, intelligent action. Like, I think that should be the next tattoo I get on my freaking forehead, is just massive, intelligent action. And then you get to that grind mode where you can literally just flip a switch and print money. And you just grind and grind and grind. And the problem with my first business is the only way that I can make money is when I was doing labor-intensive activities, right? The only way I can make money is if I had my hand on the art and I was doing it. And I was killing myself. And that's why my new businesses are all focused on mental power or communicational power, because I have a great ability to communicate. You're listening to me, obviously, and I believe you do too. But as I get older, I'm going to live for the next fucking 80 years potentially. And if I can talk, I can make money. That's my main skill. If I can record podcasts, I can make money. If I can convince someone to purchase something from me with my voice or my text or my copywriting, I can make money. And that's what you need to be working. But you need to be learning these skills. In order to learn these skills, in order to get where you want, you have to do the boring work. And you got to do it more than you would ever want to do. And the way that you're going to be successful is you're going to get to the point where, this is boring. Of course, it's going to be boring because you've done it so fucking much. And that's when you're able to scale. Because now you can teach other people how to do it. Now you can do it without thinking about it, and you can perfect it. You can make it a masterpiece. And that's going to be the key drivers to making you successful. So, how easy it would be to be successful if you just did the boring work until it worked and you were successful. I think that's so dope. All right. The next one hurts. The next one hurts me a lot. Sometimes we got to put on our big boy pants, big girl pants, and just pick one business. Just pick one side hustle. Maybe just do your job. Maybe just work for your employer. But just pick one and focus. But put your all into it. One of the biggest things I learned from one of my drill sergeants, one of my sergeants in the Army that I hated, he was such a dick, is he told me, if you're going to do something, do it the best you possibly can. Don't half-ass it. And I hated him. He was such a dick. Oh, God, he rode me so fucking hard. If you could only imagine me as like 19, I don't know. I was a field soldier, you know what I'm saying? So I was pretty good when we were in the field, but when we were back on base, I was a shit show. But he was one of the first people that was just like a real dick, but actually cared about me. Like he really cared about putting me in the right direction and making sure that I knew what I needed to do. And it was very powerful. But if you're going to do something, go all in. Don't half-ass it. And that's probably one of the most important things you could ever learn. So this year, you, again, should just pick one thing and focus on it. All right. And even my mantra doesn't pick one thing. My mantra is the healthiest I've ever been, the wealthiest I've ever been, and my soul is happy. Those are three different things. If I had to pick one, I'd probably just focus on my health. That way I would live forever, long enough to really do all the things that I want to do. But I'm impatient, and I like money. I like money a lot. And I'm also really into enlightenment. We're going to be doing a lot of episodes on meditation and enlightenment because I think I understand now how I can help others, and I can understand how I can teach you how to be happy and how to have a soul that is full of light. Well, happy fucking New Year's again, but I want to share one last great idea with you. And for some reason, my screen is going yellow. But for all you listening out there, it's this thing, okay? One more time, I want this to be your mantra too for the year. I really, really think it's a powerful one. I am the healthiest I've ever been, the wealthiest I've ever been, and my soul is happy. That's powerful. But plan your month, weeks, days, hours deliberately and stick to it and say no to everything else. One more time. Plan your months, weeks, days, hours deliberately and stick to it and say no to everything else. I mean, wow. The most powerful part about that is saying no to everything else. I am a yes man. I admit it, and I'm sorry about it. But I say yes, and I'm a big optimist, and it's probably one of the reasons why I'm so successful in some cases, but it's also the deliberate reason for a lack of growth on my part. And saying no to everything else is hard, but we have to do it. In order for you, me, everybody to be a successful CEO, a successful business owner, a successful partner, a successful life, we have to say no. We have to learn. We should literally spend more time practicing saying no. We should say no to social media. We should say no to watching the news. No to watching garbage shit on Netflix. No to people wasting our fucking time. And saying no is hard. And it's not just you, though. It's everybody. It's because we come from a tribe. We come from a tribe of people that back in the day, if they didn't like us, they would exile us from our camp, so we would die alone. It's not like that anymore. If you say no, what's the worst they're going to do? Oh, you have to go back to your house where you've fucking been quarantined for the last 2 years anyways? Like, come on. Like, this is where we live now. So, really, though, putting all of our focus, all of our energy into creating a life that we love and then saying no to other people, other bullshit, is just so important. So especially the biggest reason for, New Year's resolutions and other things like that, saying no to things that don't get us closer to our goal is going to get us closer to our goal. I think Warren Buffett prides himself on telling people no. I think probably Elon Musk, the only way he launched all of his businesses was telling other people no. Jeff Bezos didn't create Amazon by telling everybody yes. He said no. So work on that. The next thing I want you to do is work on focus. Okay, so these are the 3 things that we all truly need to put our full attention into if we want to become who we want to be and get the results that we want. Okay, number 1 is energy. How can we become the most clean, burning flame that we possibly can? B, good diet, good amount of sleep. Energy really comes from like motivation, right? And really wanting to put us all into something. So how can we be the most clean burning flame possible? All right. Food, drink lots of water, meditate, because meditating just cleans the mind. Meditation cleanses our thoughts so we can focus. Being really, getting all the toxins out of our body. Being a clean person is really going to give us the most energy and give us the most, and then focus. Okay, so focus, diet, meditation, sleep, and time management. Those 5 things really control most of our lives. And that's what's really going to allow us to be the most successful. Well, that's going to give us the cleanest burning flame. Imagine if you were just actually putting your all into your goals, putting your all into your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, and you were gaining on them every day. Every single fucking day, you were relentless. Going from where we are, again, remember, this is now the new standard. Right where we are right now, this is the new standard. And we're just going to go to our new goal. We're just going to use all of our clean burning fuel to power our business, power ourselves into the future of where we want to be. Then we have to create a process, right? So the first thing is capturing, harnessing, and truly creating the most powerful flame that we possibly can be, the most powerful energy source of a human as we possibly can be. And then we need to create a process, right? Because if we are the most pure burning flame and we put ourselves into a process of what we want, we're going to get the results that we truly deserve. So we have to really spend some time and create the most perfect process. Maybe, when you're just starting out on a business, your process is just get fucking shit set up. Just get it set up. This involves, getting the email, getting the domain, getting the copywriting. Okay, copywriting is real important because it really makes it so that you focus on the true selling potential and the true reasons why people want to buy your product, why people want to work for you, want to be your thing. But then the next process is just profit. What actually moves the needle? What are the things? Maybe that's going to be like training your team, creating videos that people can use over and over and over again to work for you, finding new talent, hiring. And then from there, it's going to be creating the 4 things that we were talking about: code, content, labor, and capital. And those things, though, is first you have to create the truly most powerful energy that you can. Then you have to create the absolute best process, the most beautiful process that gets you what you want. You merge those things together and you're going to get the results of a beautiful life. You're going to get the results of a king or a queen achieving anything you want. And that's what I want for you for 2022. Oh, I rhymed at the end. Do you see that? All right. But for real, I love you guys and gals. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, share this. I hope there were some golden nuggets in there. And I'm excited to see you on the other side of 2022.